Okay, so
Ma'am
wala.
Gladys.
Facebook na po ito. Ayan. So, preparing to live stream. So, ayan. So, preparing. All right, we're now live on Facebook. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, IFNG. So, tonight, we are graced again with our one and only Mother Dragon. So, let's give it up for Sir Joseph. Hello, Sir Joseph.
Right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Gladys. Hello, everyone on
Na-push.
Facebook. Gosh, yes, we can do this. Actually, guys, bear with Ma'am Gladys right now because she is actually alone. She is alone. So thank you, Ma'am Gladys, for grace for allowing me to go live, even if you're alone tonight. So how's everybody doing? Oh my God, I missed you all, guys. I missed you all, students of IFNG. Okay, and of course the students of international cluster. So tonight we're going to be discussing about the writing task one and the writing task two. So who's excited for that one? Okay. So let me just share my screen for you guys. Okay, let me just check our viewers on Facebook. Okay, let me just check this one. Alrighty. So while Mama is checking, okay, how's everybody doing first? How is your IELTS preparation so far? I trust that you guys are doing well when it comes to your preparation. Is that correct? Okay. All right, let me see your um, chats right there. I love interactive participants. Okay, I love it when I get to talk to my students, especially for those students. Do not be shy, okay? It's just me or Mama D. Okay, good afternoon, Mama D from Grace. Hello, good afternoon. And Ethel Monse. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon from Kuwait Mudra. Love the eyebrows. My eyebrows. I woke up and then it's suddenly there. I don't know what's happened. Charing! Okay. Wasn't able to. Okay, hello, Adeline, my love. Okay, magandang gabi, Mother Dragon. Ang ganda mo talaga. Ano ka ba, anak? That's just water and prayers. Okay, good evening, Mother D from the universe. Hello, Rare, my love. Good evening, Mudra Bells. Hello, my love. Good evening. Good evening, Richmond. Okay, guys, so let me now share to you my PowerPoint presentation for tonight. Okay, so hello, guys, for our viewers on Facebook. We are live here at IFNG. So, guys, if it's your first time to join our discussion, know that you're welcome to join IFNG because IFNG features and highlights institutions that can really help you on your preparation on the IELTS examination. Okay, so yeah, it is actually a fun way for us to connect more to the students and to help the students, what do you call this, prepare for their IELTS systematically. So thank you so much, IFNG, and to the other institutions. Okay, that are working with IFNG right now. Okay, so let me just say hello to our viewers today. Okay, good evening. Hello, Peter. Hello, Kate, my love. Hello, Myra. Hello, everyone. Okay, what about on Facebook? Okay, so we're now already skyrocketing. Okay, so hello, happy weekend, Marian Zhao. Hello, Mary Anakino is watching. Hello, Mama D. Hello, Angie, okay, Angelique, okay. Good evening, everyone from IFNG, and of course, good evening, sir. Okay, so if it's your first time to join my discussion, know that Mama Dragon, hello, Leah, hello, Myra, okay, know that Mama Dragon is live every Friday at IFNG at 10 p.m. Philippines time, okay? So we will be discussing, okay, a lot of things that could help you on your IELTS preparation, okay? But for those of you who has joined us for the first time, here at our live. Allow me to introduce myself. Good evening, Adeline, my love. Okay, so blessed to be here. My name is Clint Joseph Tyler. I am the founder and president of Elite Intellect IELTS Specialist PH. I am an IELTS expert for the past 11 years, an advanced degree holder in English methodology and theory, also known as your Mother Dragon, Mother D, Mama D, Mommy D, all types of D in the world, including the D that you're thinking of. Okay, and of course, I am half Filipino, half Aswang. Ah. You know what, guys? My energy since this morning is like this. I don't know. I'm just really happy. I don't know why am I so happy recently. I think that is one of the best feelings there is that when you have that particular sense of happiness in yourself. I don't know why. You know what? My energy started this morning. For those of you who were able to attend my class at Elite Intellect Ielts Specialist, right? Buenas noches. Hello, Imboy. Okay. Okay, very, very good evening to you all from Munir Mohammed. Hello, hello. Okay, so we do have Mudra. Are you related to L.A. Lopez? No, my love. Unfortunately, some people did say that I look like him and I sound like him sometimes. Okay, so welcome, guys. I'm your mama, Mama Dragon, half Filipino, half monster. Okay, so let's start. So before anything else, guys, an important message for you all for tonight. Okay, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. This is Romans 12, verse 12. One thing that I want you guys to remember is that when you are feeling down, you have to know that this is written in our manual for life. It is in the Bible. Okay, you need to rejoice in hope, and apart from that, you have to be patient when it comes to tribulations. When I say patient when it comes to tribulations, if there are challenges that you are encountering, if there are different types of difficult paths that you're currently walking, you have to be patient because all of those will be worth it in the end. Like you, man, great love and lively. Thank you so much, Minir. You guys can relate this to your IELTS preparation, right? You just have to rejoice and hope that one day, okay, one day, soon enough, you are going to pass your IELTS examination. And if there are difficult times in your preparation, you feel doubt, you have to be patient. And apart from that, you have to continue by supplicating it with your prayers. Okay, prayers work. Prayers can move mountains. That's one thing that I want you to remember. Okay, it's written in the Bible. If you have faith as small as a grain of a mustard seed, you can tell this mountain to move and it shall move. Right? Okay, so what a great way to start. Okay, I am pretty much energetic. Okay, so for those of you guys who have seen me the first time live here, okay, just tell me if my voice tends to get too loud sometimes because I think last time I'm wearing a lavalier. Okay, I'm wearing a lavalier microphone. It is inside my shirt, so sometimes it gets too close and I tend to get too loud. Okay, so if that happens, just remove your earphones. I'm kidding. Okay, so Mother D, hello Charlene, my love. Hello Christy Lee. Haven't gotten over the hype since this afternoon. Your energy is contagious. Thank you so much, Edelyn, my love. I like the energy. Thank you so much, Leah. Yeah, yes, prayers move mysteriously, guys. That's one thing that I would want you guys to remember and to consider is that you just have to keep on praying. Okay, say hello to our 126 viewers on Facebook and, of course, our 68 participants here at Zoom. Okay, so let's start, guys. Let's start. All right, so brace yourselves because tonight I'm going to be giving you RT. Okay, when we say RT, real talk, when it comes to your writing task 1 and writing task 2, hindi ko kayo tawag dito, hindi ko kayo sasabihan ng madali ang writing task 1. I'm not going to say that the writing task 1 is easy. I'm not going to say that the writing task 2 is easy because who would want to write about statistics, right? Who here woke up in the morning and saw a graph and then you interpreted it? Come on, who did that? Who does that? Okay, so let's begin with your discussion this evening. Let's talk about the writing task 1. Okay, one thing that I would want you guys to remember is that the writing task 1 does not bear as much, okay, with your grading system as compared to the writing task 2. That is why I always tell my students at Elite for you guys to finish your writing task 2 first because it weighs more as compared to your writing task 1. If you have spent an ample amount of time perfecting the writing task 1 and then your writing task 2 is unfinished, do not expect that you're going to be getting that 7.0 in as much. Okay, you would need to focus your energy onto helping yourself to develop significantly on your writing task 2 and, of course, focus a little bit on writing task 1 because this weighs less as compared to the writing task 2. But if you could do well for both of them, why not, right? What is our target score when it comes to writing, listening, reading, and speaking? It is a 9.0, right? So for you to target for a 9.0, guys, that's one thing that I want you guys to remember is for you to prepare systematically for them. Okay, I have not seen students who woke up, went to the exam, took the paper, has written something, and then they got a 9.0 without even preparing for it or without even experiencing writing for the first time. Okay, that's one thing that I want you guys to bear in mind and in heart. Okay, so next one. Things to remember for the writing task 1. Okay, So I would want you to remember that on the writing task one, you would need, okay, to structure your work properly. I have seen this hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times before. Students giving a huge chunk of work, like the body one and the body two for the work or for the writing task one is together in one paragraph. That's not good. Okay, that's not going to cut it for you to get a 7.0. That's one thing. Okay, pardon me guys if I tend to cough, okay, because of my energy. I have UTI. UTI is upper throat infection, okay? I may have swallowed a lot of things, okay, including mosquitoes and flies. All right, so next one. Paraphrase the task. I mean, paraphrase well. Okay, the common mistake of the students when it comes to the task description, okay, of your writing task one is that you're going to be copying what is written, or you're going to be just simplifying it based on your simple terms. That's not the way to go. When it comes to your writing task one, I would want to see severe. Okay, that's the word that I'm going to use because that's the only word that would be fitting for it. Severe paraphrasing when it comes to your writing task for you to ensure that you are not copying the task description as itself. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one. This one is very important. I don't sometimes the unfortunate thing is that students do not see the value of writing a clear overview. Let me blink my eye twice with this one. Okay? Writing a clear overview, guys, does not entail, okay, does not entail it to be a part of your introduction. Okay? And if you have been writing your overview as a part of your introduction and you're used to it, I am so sorry to tell you, my love, but internationally speaking, you would need to separate an overview paragraph. Sir Joseph, I have not heard of that before. Yes, there is an independent paragraph for the overview. It is the clear description of the highlights of your work. Okay, the introduction is different because it's going to be giving you a direct idea on what the graph is about. Whereas the overview will give particular highlights and points on the things that you are to present later on at the body of your work. So I'm so sorry, my love, if you are including your overview with your introduction. Mama is telling you now that you should try to separate it. Okay, that's introduction, overview, body one, body two, and there's no conclusion for writing task one. Okay, I have seen students before who were writing works or graphical interpretations, and then there was like this word at the end. In conclusion, the highest sales goes to company X and the lowest goes to company Y. I mean, there's nothing to conclude with in the first place. You're not going to draw conclusions on your work because that's not your own point of view. Conclusions highly entail the point of view of a student and okay, and what I would want you to remember is there's nothing to draw conclusion upon when it comes to your writing task one. Okay, so if you are a student who has a conclusion at the end, I am so sorry to tell you. You don't need to write a conclusion for writing task one. That's basically it. Okay? Now, next one. I want you to present relevant features of the graphs. When I say relevant features of the graphs, what I would want you to remember is that these are the features that would be noticeable, okay, and just relevant for the overall movement of the graph. Let's have an imaginary graph right here and right now, okay? Some students, like they saw a line graph that is going wayward, right? A wayward line graph, which is too much. Guys, you don't have to present that point by point by point by point, right? You cannot present it like this. There's an increase and then a decrease and then an increase and then a decrease and then it increased more and then it decreased more and then it increased more and then it decreased more. And then there's another increase. You cannot present that way because you are not showing your grammatical and your sentence capacity. I can guarantee you that. What you should be doing, my love, is for you to look at the movement of the graph. There's an increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease. What's that? It's erratic. Okay, it's erotic. Charing. It's erratic. Okay, for our few foreign viewers, if it's your first time to hear the word charing, charing means good. Okay, charing is good. Chos is good too. And chos is very good. Okay, chos. Okay. Now, you can say that it is erratic. Okay, you can say that it is fluctuating in that matter. Okay, instead of saying it increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease, that's not going to be cutting it on the examination. I can guarantee you that. What else? Write more than 150 words. Okay, I do not know. I don't know if you know this, but sometimes students feel that they have written 150 words by just counting based on the lines. For you to be sure, okay, you can write 160 to 170 words, it's totally fine. But let me warn you, never ever write down 280 words for your writing task one. That would be way too long. Your examiner is going to hate you for it. Okay, not hate you, but your examiner is going to despise you for it. Okay. What else? Another thing is description should be clear and precise. Okay, when we say clear and precise, you're not using your imagination as much on the examination because some students they tend to be overly imaginative, right? There is a decline with the sales of company X, and it's quite unfair for them. Wow, you own company X, right? Do not be emotional when you're writing. You just have to present what you're seeing as it is. Okay, that's one thing. All right, moving on. Another thing that I want you guys to remember, if you want to take a screenshot, guys, by all means, please take a screenshot. Okay. All right. So the golden rule of writing task one. Okay, let's talk about the golden rule of writing task one instead. The mother of all seasons and the mother of all reasons. Okay, so sorry, I think my laughter is way too loud. Okay, simplify what is too complicated and complicate what is too simple. What, Joseph? What do you mean by that? Why do I have to simplify what is complicated? Let's say there's a lot going on with the graphical presentation. You don't need to present it by point. You just have to group the variables and the trends. That's basically it. That's the thing that is expected of you to do. And if it's way too simple, like it's a straight line going upwards, then you would need to present points on that matter. Okay, that is the golden rule of the writing task one is if the graph is too complicated, what I would want you to remember is to simplify it as much as you can. If the graph is way too simple, then you would need to complicate it somehow. Okay, you need to detail more pertaining to that graphical presentation. Okay, all right. Now, what else? Let's take a look at the overview, guys. Okay, the overview can make or break your presentation. I can guarantee you that. Okay, the overview can make or break your presentation. When I say make or break your presentation, if you have given them an overview that is quite unclear, or if you're writing down figures on your overview, yeah, like let's say the highest sales goes to company X as $200 million. The $200 million should not be seen nor found on your overview. Okay, it should be at the body of your work. Okay, it should be in on at the body of your work. Mas sure. So yeah, instead of what do you call this? Instead of presenting those, you're just going to be presenting what is noticeably apparent in the graph. Okay, what's the highest one? What's the lowest one? What's the overall movement? Did it change over time? Is it something that is low? Is it something that is high? There you go. Those are the things that you're going to be presenting. Don't worry, later on I'll be teaching you on how to present an overview. Okay, I guarantee you that. All right, and there should be a clear separation between the paragraphs of your work. Okay, what do I mean by this one? No, if you're going to be taking the paper-based tests, okay, leave a space. If you're going to be taking the computer-based test, press enter, another enter for it to leave a space. Because if you're here and then you press enter, it will just go down there. Okay, so you leave another space. Okay, spacing in between paragraphs is important. Okay, long gone are the days when you should need to indent the first parts of your sentences. No need for indentations, okay? No need for indentations on the examination because what I would want you to do is to just do the block format, leave a space, and then do another block, and then leave a space, do another block, leave a space, and then do another block, leave a space, so on and so forth, etc. Okay? One thing, guys, that separates a score that is a 7.0 and above is that they have a clean work. Okay, when I say clean work, especially if you're going to be taking the paper-based test, okay, A clean work means that you are not pigging binababoy. Bakit? Pigging, you are not writing superimpositions, okay? With your work, there are no symbols like that, and you're going to write something on top. You're not erasing too much, okay? You're not writing down symbols that are not related to your task at all. The cleaner the paper, the higher the score. That's what I could guarantee you. Okay, sir, so I'm in luck. I'm going to be taking the computer-based test. That's good, right? If your penmanship is like mine, well, my penmanship has been ruined by nursing. Because if you do not know, Mama Dragon actually is a nurse too, right? And then my penmanship has been significantly ruined by nursing because during our time we need to write down on the charts, right? You don't have the computer, something that you use for charting right now. So I would need to rush because of the psychiatric hospital where I worked at. Oh, I have like 150 patients that I need to chart that day. Right. So I was ruined by my penmanship was ruined by that. So if your penmanship is like mine, with which there are two dragons which rollerbladed, and then suddenly your handwriting was affected by a typhoon, yeah, I recommend for you to take the computer delivered test. Okay. So what's the diff? What's the diff between the CD test and of course the paper-based test? Well, first things first, the computer-based test is not as laborious as the writing test. I can guarantee you that you don't have to write; you just need to type, right? But the drawback for me with the CD test is that sometimes the students are not used to reading in a monitor. Right? You're not used to reading things in a monitor, so it could be confusing for students. But the computer-based tests, the results will come 3 to 5 days after your exam. Right? Whereas the paper-based test, you would need to wait approximately 3 working weeks or 2 to 3 working weeks for the results of your test. Okay, so are they the same in price? Yes, they are. So what do you recommend? British Council or IDP? Any, okay? As long as, I mean, hello, both institutions, okay? Both institutions are under one, okay? Under one institution, which is the University of Cambridge, okay? So yeah, it's totally fine. If you're going to be taking it with British Council, IDP, okay. So, let's read your swallowing. Good evening to all. Hot and erotic char. I'm glad it's not sharing. Dog by chicken handwriting. Kinahid ng manok. I don't know the English term for that. It was dog by chicken. Plug by chicken claws? I don't know. Oh, I love chicken. Sir Jenna, will you please order chicken joy for me? I want some chicken joy. Telling. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at the types. Okay, first, let us understand the types of writing. Okay, because some of you do not even know what are the other types. Okay, so let's take a look at the types. First, we have the statics, as we would like to call them. Okay, what are the statics? You have, oh, by the way, guys, that is just great. Mom Gladys, belated happy birthday! It was your Mom Gladys' birthday last Sunday. So happy birthday, Mom Gladys. Wishing you to become abundant, blessed, and loved always. Thank you so much for the hard work that you put in to help the students preparing for the IELTS exam. Wow! Asap, my greetings! Okay. So yeah, agay na, barbecue. Mr. M is already here. Please, Mr. M. I like you know that? I like the tuhog-tuhog. I like the balingit, longganisa, barbecue isaw, dugo. Okay. All right. So, week-long celebration. Yes, we're going to be celebrating it the entire week, Miss Gladys. Okay, so you have the line graph, which is a linear presentation, also known as the adjoint graph, interchange graph. Okay. So what? Adjoint graph or interchange graph. You also have the bar chart or the rectangular graphs. There you go. You also have the pie chart, okay, the tabular presentation, and what we call the combination hybrids. What? Sir Joseph, wait! What are combination hybrids? I know that you have seen this on one of your exercises if you're trying to find something on Google, right? Okay, combination hybrids is a combination of two graphical presentations. It can either be a tabular presentation on top and then a bar chart below. Okay, or it can either be a combination of a bar chart and a pie chart, bar chart, line graph, bar chart. That's the combination hybrids that we would like to call. Okay, and these are actually quite easy. Do not be afraid if you were given a combination hybrid on your exam. Why? Because you already know how to separate them at the body, right? Body one would be, let's say you have bar and pie together. So body one would be the bar chart, body two would be the pie chart, right? So it's easier. It's easier. I don't know why students are quite afraid of the combination hybrids. They all have the same technique. Later on, I'll show you the techniques on how to present the body. You'll be shooketh. Shookening. Shooketh, shooketer. I don't know. Okay. So for the processes, guys, you have two types of processes that may be presented on the exam. The first one is what we call the natural cycle. Okay, when you say natural cycle, it is the life cycle of something, the parts of something, natural evaporation, condensation, conversion of CO2 to gas, the process of Cushing's. I was not at NCLEX pala. I thought I'm lecturing for NCLEX. Okay, it's how something is generated. Like I know that you have seen this at one of your preparation before, how to make pencils, like the graphite rods, right? Or what else? How to can milk. Okay, or how packaged milk are brought about to factories. There you go. Those are the types of cycles, which are production cycles, with which it depicts how to make something. Okay, how to make a baby, that is the production cycle, whereas the process of conception, that is the natural cycle. Okay, there you go, right? What's the product? The baby. Okay, sorry guys. Okay. Well, okay, how when I took the exam, I had bar and pie charts. Oh my God, yes, right. Good job, Mom Gladys, for surviving that bar and pie chart. Yeah, it's actually quite fun if you're going to be getting those guys, like a combination, because you already know how to separate it, right? Body one bar chart, body two pie chart. Okay. Now, maps. Okay, there are two types of maps. Okay, the first one is what we call the comparison and progress type. Okay, when we say comparison and progress, I know that you know this. Okay, there is a map in the past, okay, that is situated in the past, and then there's another map that is on the future or present time. And then you would need to present the changes, what happened there, okay, what are the things that happened there on that chart right there. Yeah? Okay, so that on that map right there. And then you also have the floor plan. The floor plan can either be the one with the legend, there you go, or the floor plan could be an image of a building, okay, or a floor, okay, and then how it developed over time. Right. So that is the floor plan, and that is the comparison and progress type when it comes to the map. So you know what? I am still confused with the maps. Later on, when once I'm done with you will love the maps because I'm the map. I'm the map. Says map from Dora, Dora the Explorer. I love the way you lecture are so energetic and cheerful, fun learning. Thank you so much, Venus. I don't know. I don't know how. You know what? I actually stopped myself from drinking coffee tonight. Yeah, because at 7:30 I went to church. Yeah, I attended the online church. Okay, and then I stopped myself from drinking coffee because I would need to, what do you call this? I would need to wake up early tomorrow because I have an early meeting at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I did not drink coffee for me to fall asleep later on early after my coaching. Early for me is 2 a.m. Okay, let me just get that straight. So yeah, still my energy is here. I think I'm a camel. I have like something where I store my energy. If camels store fat and water, I store energy somewhere. Okay. Okay, so hopefully graphs and charts lang. Hate processes and maps. Okay. Ross, hate is a very strong word. You can say loathe. Oh, it's stronger. Okay, so what else, guys? Joseph the Explorer. Oh, are you ready for Auntie Mariah? We'll be unveiling her next week. Yeah, she will be teaching you about vocabulary. Ante Miriam will be here next week. And she will be teaching you about vocabulary. She will be representing me because I will not be here to lecture. Auntie Miriam will be here and she will be teaching you about vocab. Okay? That's next week, Friday.
Ready
I'm
na,
like, okay, ready na us.
Moody. Okay.
Hold on, let me just mute the microphone, okay? All right. I want her to become my auntie too. Yeah, Auntie Mariam is really good when it comes to vocabulary. All right. You are so cool like me, sir. Oh, hello, Libin. Hello, my love. Okay. So, what else? How to structure your work. Okay, some students will have mixed reactions here with my structuring. Okay, some students will say, "Oh, I've been doing that. Good for you." Some students will say, "Huh? The overview is different from the introductory or the paraphrasing." And some students will say, "Oh my God, it's my first time to see this. I don't have any idea at all." But there's no conclusion. That's okay. Mama will show you how I actually encourage my students to arrange their details when it comes to the writing task one. Okay, so the paragraph one of your work, that would be your paraphrasing of the task. Okay, that would be your paraphrasing of the task, with which at this part you're going to just basically present what the graph is about. An easy way to remember this one is the W's. Okay, what are the W's? Okay, W's are what, when, where, who, and how. Sir Joseph, where's the W with how? The last part. Okay, again, what are the W's? What, when, where, who, how. What is the graph about? When was the graph studied? Where is the location of the study? Who are involved in the study? And how is the graph presented? When we say how is the graph presented, you're talking about the unit of measurement that was used, which is sometimes usually percentage format. Okay? So look at that. What is the graph about, right? Elicited on the joint presentation is the statistical data as regards who? The sales of company X and Y when? In the year 2002, right? Covering the year 2002, covering the year 2002 to 2010. The unit of measurement that was utilized in presenting the graphical image is the percentage format. There you go. So you're going to be introducing what, when, where, who, and how. That is easier instead of trying to work your brain into a froth. Okay, but guys, be sensitive with the paraphrasing. Okay, challenge yourself not to copy a word in the task description except for and, the, is, on, at. Okay, now the overview, guys, is the overall movement of the graph, the changes that happened, took place. Okay, what are the highest points, lowest points? Later on, I'll teach you on how to do that. And of course, the detailed paragraph would be paragraph one, and then the detailed paragraph would be detailed paragraph two. There we go. So look at that. 4 paragraphs. Sir, are there instances with which the graph reaches 3 body paragraphs? Are there instances with which the body paragraph would reach 3 short body paragraphs? I have encountered. Yeah. In my 80 years of teaching the Ielts, 80, and I'm just 20 something. I'm kidding. Okay. In my 11 years of teaching the Ielts, guys, there are times with which the students have encountered 3 combination of graphs. One line graph, one bar chart, and one pie chart. And of course, in that matter, for you to divide it properly, body one will be the line graph, body two will be the pie chart, body three will be the bar chart. There's no other way. But usually, guys, there are 2 body paragraphs for your work. Okay, again, paraphrasing of the task, that's your body one. The overview is your body two. Paragraph two, detail paragraph one is your paragraph three, and then detail paragraph two would be your body four. 4 body paragraph usually. Okay, moving on. Paraphrasing the task. Okay, you must remember that it is an essential skill on the IELTS to learn how to paraphrase sentences. Okay, when we say paraphrasing sentences, you should not write what the task is of the graph. Never ever copy the task description. If you copy task descriptions, your examiner is going to give you a 5.0 with task accomplishment. Why? Because basically you're not what is written there. That is why I always tell my students, challenge yourself to severely paraphrase the task descriptions to ensure that you are not copying it in as much. Okay, so here are examples.
Sound check, sir. Sound check.
Hello?
Sound check.
Mama gone. You do not have any audio.
Sound check, sir. Clint.
You're lost. All right, no worries. I thought it was
Okay,
just my
how's
internet
this? Can you
connection.
hear me now?
You're losing.
Sound check, sir.
You're
Can you hear me
losing.
now, guys?
Yeah, loud and
Yes, yes,
clear.
yes.
Is is my lavalier? I think I may have moved too much that I knocked it out of position. My implants were knocked out of position. Where was I?
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, let me just fix my implants. Okay.
Not
I
the
think I
level
have knocked
A.
it out.
Not the level A, but the implants.
Yeah, the implants are missing. Oh my god, I think it's on my back. Hindi kinaya yung power ko. Ayun, okay, okay.
All
It's there
right.
now. Okay.
We
The
can hear you
level. Thank you
clearly.
guys so much. Thank you for the sound check. Okay, so where was I? Where was the last time that I did cut off, guys? Was I already here on the paraphrasing, or we were here at this one? Is it this one or the other one? Well, anyways, let's just repeat it from it is okay. All right, guys. So yeah, you must paraphrase the task. You must remember that it is an essential skill on the IELTS to learn how to paraphrase sentences. Okay. And apart from that, guys, okay, when we say paraphrasing, you should not write what is written on the task description of the graph. Okay, never copy the task description. The worst thing that your examiner could give you here for copying the task description is a 5.0. Yeah. I have seen students like that before. We're like, it's just the introduction is totally fine. I don't care. I'm just going to copy it. And then they come to me, Sir Joseph, I only got a 5.5. Because you have copied the task description, my love. Never ever do that. Okay? Now, for you to change it, let's take a look at this sample paraphrasing, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. The line graph shows information about teens who violated the law in New York City from 1990 to 2000. Okay, now let's take a look at this paraphrasing, guys. Elicited on the interchange graph. What's an interchange graph, Sir Joseph? It's the line graph. Elicited on the interchange graph are the figures concerning adolescents who have committed infraction on the Constitution in New York City, covering a decade of study. Wow. Have we paraphrased that properly? Right? Okay. Have we paraphrased that? Yes, you did not copy a word at all. Hello? Implants, are you okay? It's vibrating. I think I may be moving too much. My road lavalier is vibrating. Oh, I love vibrations. Okay. So yeah, if you're going to be looking at this one, oh my god, why are you vibrating? This is the newfangled microphone that is available in the market today. You can use this as a microphone or it will vibrate. Okay, so look at this one. Instead of saying shown, right? Shown is a basically structured word. Okay, instead of saying shown, what you should be saying is elicited. Okay, and instead of saying line graph, what you should be saying is interchange graph, right? So if you're going to be looking at that, vibrating implants two in one, yeah. Okay. So if you're going to be looking at that, guys, or what's that's one thing that I wanted to remember is it's always a plus point on the IELTS if you have wide range of vocabulary. That's basically it. Okay. Now let's take a look at the next one. Oh my gosh, Sir Joseph, what's the next one? Let's take a look at this one, my love. Okay, so the bar chart shows information about the expected sales of two companies, YYY and ZZZ, in the year 1993 to 2000 via percentage format. Okay, so instead of writing it down like that, right? Look at this one. Depicted on the rectangular chart is the projected marketing data of two corporations, YYY and ZZZ, for 7 years. The percentage figure has been utilized to present the information. Okay, Look at that, right? You're saying depicted, rectangular chart, projected instead of expected, right? Projected marketing data instead of expected sales of two corporations instead of companies. Y, Z, Z, Z. Of course, we cannot change Y, and Z, Z, Z. For 7 years instead of writing down 1993 to 2000, right? The percentage figure instead of format has been utilized to present the information. Okay, so I would want you to do that on the introductory part of your work. Okay, on the introductory part of your work, what I would want you to remember is that you would need to paraphrase it significantly. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing. Okay, hold on. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I had the message from my IT team. They said it might be vibrating because it was not clipped properly. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now it's okay. I'm your mama. I gave birth to you. You have seen this before. I breastfed you. Where would I clip it? My skin? Okay. All right. That's better now. Okay. I love little happy accidents like this one. Yeah. Patawa ka talaga, mother. I need the katas ng fairy dito. You know why I'm laughing? You know why I'm laughing? It's because my lavalier is placed near my, what is the male sensitive area? Okay, it's placed there. Okay, imagine it's placed on in front of that, and my lavalier is this big, and imagine it's vibrating. So it's tickling what needs to be tickled. Okay. Okay. So moving. Oh yeah, it's no longer vibrating. Thank you. Oh shucks. Okay. So take into consideration when you're writing an overview, guys. Okay. When you're writing an overview, take into consideration that the overview is an integral part of your writing task. Okay. When we say it's an integral part, it is an important part of your writing task. It is onerous to amass a band 7 if your overview is not precise. Okay. If your overview is not precise, a separate cluster and highlights main feature. Okay, so that's one thing that I would want you guys to remember. Okay, your overview should be clear. Okay, it should be precise. It is a separate cluster. It's a separated short paragraph, very short, 2 to 3 sentences would be fine, even 2 sentences. And then you need to highlight the main features of the graph. Okay, so Sir Joseph, what are the main features that you're talking about? Okay, here, let me show you. Tell us, Mama D, where is it placed? It's placed on my nipple. That is why I was I was laughing the entire time because every time that it vibrates, it just gets in there, you know? Oh my god. Guguntingin ko na. Okay. All right, wait, let me breathe, okay? Oh, you will never know where I placed the battery pack. The battery pack is down there. It's on my lap. Okay, it's on my lap. Okay, so what are the parts of the overview that you would need to present? Okay, so if you're presenting statics, okay, line graph, bar graph, pie chart, table presentation, I want you to select the overall movement of the presentation. Let's say, imagine that there are 3 years. Okay, 3 years of data for a company. Did the company increase in sales over time? Did it decline in sales over time? Did it remain constant? There you go. Or is there a significant change with their sales? And of course, I want you to present the highest and the lowest. Let's say company X is the highest and then company Y is the lowest. That's basically it for the statics. Sir, what about, okay, here's an example of statics. Listen carefully. Overall, there is a significant change that was noticed, that has been noticed with company X over time. It remained dominant, whereas company Y remained the least patronized among all the companies. There you go. So there was a change, and then it remained dominant, and the other one is least patronized, highest and lowest. Okay, next one, processes. When you say processes, number of stages, okay, you're going to be stating the number of stages that you're observing for the process. And of course, you're going to be stating the beginning, the beginning and the end. Okay, let's say overall, there are 7 stages encompassing the production of canned products. The nascence is, and the end is. There you go. So that's an example of that one. Whereas for maps, guys, the overall development. Okay, when we say overall development, let's pretend, okay, that the map in the year 1992, you just saw a farm. Okay, you just saw a farm right there. It's a farm. Okay, and then in the year 2021, you saw that there was an airport, an industrialized area, mall, shopping center, and there are corporations. So the overall development of that is industrialization, right? Overall, the town of Kenting has been developed for industrialization. And then you're going to be presenting the biggest and the smallest change. Okay, what's the biggest change, right? The the most noticeable addition is the industrialized complex, and the school remained untouched. There you go. That's how you're going to be presenting an overview. Is that you're going to present the overall movement for the graph, the highest and the lowest, for the process, the number of stages, the beginning and the end, and for maps, the overall development and the biggest and the smallest change. That's basically it, right? If you're going to be looking at that, right? Okay, moving on. All right, let's take a look at this sample overview for statics, okay? Look at this one. You can take a screenshot if you would want to, guys. Okay, so overall, there was a significant increase with the law offenders with both genders over time. The man dominated the data despite the reasons as compared to the women. Okay, look at this one, right? You're using the word despite. I'm so proud of you, right? Again, overall, there was a significant increase with the law offenders with both genders over time. The man dominated the data despite the reasons as compared to the women. Okay, look at that, right? There was a change over time, and the men are dominant, and the women did not commit crimes as many as the men, right? Okay, so what else? Let's take a look at an example for process, okay? Overall, there are 8 integral stages with generating power from coal. The number of stages. The nascence, beginning. The nascence is source mining and concludes with the turbine production of electricity. Okay, let's take a look at that again. Overall, there are 8 integral stages with generating power from coal. The nascence is source mining and concludes with the turbine production of electricity. Okay, so if you're going to be looking at that, right, we have stated the number of stages involved, what's the beginning, and what's the end. Okay, take a screenshot. Pa-screenshot po, mga mams. Okay, pamain na lang po. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. PM send po. Papaluwa-luwa move ko na luwang. Okay, moving on. The next one is for maps. Okay, let's take a look at the maps here. Overall, the location is projected to progress as an industrialized area. The most apparent amelioration is the construction of the entrepreneur's block, whereas the business school shall remain untouched. Okay, look at this one. Sir, why is it in the future test? Because this is a future projection. What will happen to the area? Pag SS ko, nakanganga na naman si Mother. Lagi na lang ako nakanganga sa mga screenshot nyo. Nakakainis kayo talaga. Okay. So, yeah. You're going to be looking at that, right? Overall, the location is projected to progress as an industrialized area. Okay, it will become an industrialized area. The most apparent amelioration, the biggest change, is the construction of the entrepreneur's block, whereas the business school shall remain untouched. Look at that, right? Okay, if you're going to be looking at this one, guys, it's stating that there is what's the overall development in the future. Okay, what will be the progress, and then you're going to be stating the biggest change and the smallest change. Usually, the smallest change, guys, are the places which remained untouched. Okay, when we say they remained untouched, they are what do you call this? They are not changed at all, or there is a pretty minute change. Okay? Sir Joseph, what is minute? In Filipino, we call it jutay. Jutay? Is it jutay? Right? Oh my God, it's jutay. Right? That's minute. Okay? Oh my God, Sir Joseph, I have learned a new word from you today, minute, right? So you can say, oh my God, that's so minute over there. Okay, so moving on. Let's take a look at the bodies of your work. Okay, how do we present the bodies of your work? Okay, so first things first, guys, what I would want you to remember is you must aim for 2 body paragraphs. Okay, not one. Okay, not one huge chunk of a body paragraph. It should be 2 body paragraphs. Okay, apart from that, be sensitive with the tense. Base it on the time frame of the graphs. You would need to change your tenses here at the body of your work. Okay. If the graph is in the past, then your entire paragraph right there should be in the past. Okay. If it's in the future, then of course you would need to use the future tense. If it's in the present, you would need to use the simple present, present perfect, or present progressive tense. That's basically it. Okay. Be sensitive with the what I call the tense of the graph. What else? Use techniques to simplify your work. Okay, later on, I'll show you techniques on how to simplify the work. Okay, next one. Bodies must be not too long. Okay, must not be too long. Just present the important features. Because the common mistake of the students with task one is that, oh my God, I have written 250 words and I need to ask for an extra sheet of paper. Guys, never ever ask for an extra sheet of paper on the exam. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why, but based on my experience, my students who ask for extra sheet of paper, they tend not to get a 7.0 in writing. I don't know why. Okay? So y'all better not be asking um an extra sheet of paper. So just write 170 words, totally fine. 160 words, totally fine. 200 words, too much. 250 words, way too much. Okay? All right. So for the line graph, guys, the technique that I always tell my students is I would want you to group the information by trends. Okay. What are the trends? You have increasing, decreasing, constant, fluctuating, and retrogression. When you say retrogression, it is a rebound, downfall, and then it showed an upshot. Right? Again, what are the trends? Increasing, decreasing, constant, fluctuating, retrogression. Those are the trends that I want you to remember. Simplify by highlighting noticeable features. When we say noticeable features, what are the things that you can really see, right? Can I include those 3 fluctuations right there with just one sentence? Yeah, you can. Present the movement of the graph. When we say the movement of the graph, right? Did it increase over time? Did it change over time? What's your comparison with the change? There you go. Those should be seen at the body of your work. And when you're presenting figures, let's say 98%, and you're not sure that that is exactly 98%, you can write down approximately 98%, on an estimated 98%, a little above 95%, a little below 100%. You can use that. Okay, to present instead of saying exactly 98% because you're not sure if that really is ticked, okay, at 98%. What else? Systematically divide the graphs. Okay, so let's say you have 4 line graphs. Okay, you have line graph 1, line graph 2, line graph A, line graph B, line graph C, line graph D. So for body 1, you have line graph A and line graph B. For body 2, you have line graph C and line graph D. Okay, don't be too crazy that what you're going to be doing is line graph A, B, and half of line graph C will be at body 1, and then half of line graph C will be at body 2, and then line graph D will be at body 2. No, that's not proper systematic division. Okay, we need to divide it to line graph 1, uh, A, B, line graph 1, C, D, line graph 2. Okay, all right. Sir Joseph, what about bar and pie? What is the technique when it comes to the bar chart and the pie chart? You have to arrange the details from highest to lowest. Okay, so if it says 98, 88, 77, 55, 44, 10%, you would need to arrange it from highest to lowest. And you may also imply ranging. Okay, Sir Joseph, what is ranging? Would you please elucidate more on that? Okay, ranging is you're going to be stating let's say 3 figures together, and you're going to be using the word respectively, accordingly, and correspondingly to present them. An example of that one is company X, Y, and Z gained 29%, 28%, and 26% accordingly. There you go. So you have presented 3 in one sentence, right? Okay. So that is ranging for bar and pie. Whereas for the processes, guys, what I would want you to remember for the processes is to just present information from the binigiginging, from the beginning towards the end. Okay, and be observant with the images. If they have drawn something right there and they have written important for the process, you better be saying that that is germane for the entire cycle, right? So you're just going to present from the beginning towards the end. Follow through. Sir, how can I divide it at the body of my, let's say there are 12 steps. How do you divide that? Divide it by 2. 6 steps, body 1, other 6 steps, body 2. Okay? All right. And be observant with the images. Now, what about for the maps? Okay, what do you need to do when it comes to the maps? Okay, so body paragraph 1, okay, I want you to present the previous state. What is your observation? Okay, as it is on the previous state of the map. Okay, and then for the body paragraph 2, what are the changes and what are the places which remain untouched? It's also important for you to use your directions, right? Okay, do you know your perspective directions? Want me to teach you on how to find your perspective directions? Okay, perspective direction. Where is your left hand? Well, since I'm in front of you, my left hand is this one. So that this one is right for you, right? Because I'm flipped. Okay, so your left hand, that is the west. Okay, your left hand, that's the west. Your right hand, that's the east. Okay, west, east. In front of you is the north, and behind you is the south. Okay, perspective directions. Your left hand is the west, your right hand is the east, in front of you is the north, behind you is the south. Okay, so you can actually use that to present the graph. Okay, let's say you saw the entrance here, right? The entrance on the western part of the village, okay, has been changed to, there you go, to a bigger entrance. Oh, I love big entrances. Okay, so yeah, you can use your perspective directions too. But guys, please be careful. These are just your perspective directions. Baka mamaya you get lost in the jungle. Oh, Sir Joseph said the west is always on the left hand. So I will go this way. Oh, look, you'll be spending an eternity trying to find your way out of the jungle if you're going to do that, okay? So yeah, that's basically it. You can also use your perspective directions. Okay, so guys, Ma'am Zaya, let me call on Ma'am Zaya. Let me introduce Ma'am Zaya May Suarez to give you some tips more for the writing task 1 before we move on to the writing task 2. Okay? Ma'am Zaya, what are your tips for the students when it comes to the writing task 1?
Hi everyone. So I'm really sorry for the background. It's currently pouring here in my area. So I'm hoping that my mic somehow gets the job done. So can you guys hear me clearly? So I'm really hoping that you guys can hear me clearly. Now, personally, I really abhorred writing because it takes so much time and effort and mental capacity to actually try and get something out of it. Now, what I do, especially for part 1, because it takes so much effort to make a graph, or not really make a graph, but make an essay about a certain graph or make a report out of it. Now, you only have 20 minutes for that. So imagine that you're actually time crunching. So personally, what I would do before, not only during practice, but in the actual exam, is that I look for the highest and the lowest. Next would be the similarities right away. Which one is similar with which, so that I can group them together. And I look for the intersections, especially for your line graphs. Now, you would notice that there are some lines that would intersect. So it's also imperative for you to mention that one. Now, for some graphs that have similar movement, I would also describe that and group them together. Now, for bar charts naman, uh, and also for pie charts, it's imperative for you to know the fractions. What is 25% of 100? What is a fourth of 100? So all of these, because if you are well acquainted to these things, then it's actually a cakewalk for you to try and approximate everything. Now, I know some of us hate mathematics here. That's why some of us chose courses that are not directly related to that. Now, you're taking the IELTS. Now, it's imperative for you to actually be well attuned to these, a fourth of which two folds higher, and all of these things. Because if you just mainly write only the numbers, then my dears, you're not actually describing the charts there. You're just enumerating things, and which is actually quite detrimental to your scores. Now, yes, you have to be well attuned to all of these things. And what I can say personally is that you have to practice on hard charts. Now, in the actual exam, sometimes you will have combination bar graphs. It's either a bar graph and a pie chart, or a pie chart and a table. Now you have to be able to practice on those things so that in the actual exam, it's going to be easier for you. Now, it's better that you will practice on the harder ones, because what will happen if you practice only on the easier one as compared to the exam, diba? You're going to have a harder time. Now, it's better to arm yourself accordingly before going to battle. Now, I do think that Sir Joseph is ready, so let me give back the floor to Mother Dragon.
Thank you so much, Zaya, our ever lovely Zaya. Isn't it comforting to hear the voice of your mom, Zaya? Right after this loud dragon right here, we have actually Zaya is our pacifying voice, force, believe me. Zaya is our pacifying force at Elite because I am known for my extreme energy, and Mom Zaya is known for her very endearing, lovely personality. And what I do love that about her is that she's really, what do you call this, endearing when she's talking. Apart from that, it's something that is quite refreshing, right, when you hear her speak. So she is one of the coaches of Elite Intellect 9. Actually, she's the coach in charge for the exam preparation. So if you guys are about to take your examination, right? So Mom Zaya and I will be your coaches at Elite Intellect. So yun, no? Isn't it fun to hear us every day? It's like light and darkness. Mom Zaya is the light, and then I'm the darkness. Oh, I know. I'm really nice at the coaching room. I don't know. Why are you afraid of me? What did I do to you? Okay, so moving on. Ew, hold on, guys. I'll just take this opportunity to congratulate our Band 7 and above passers this week. Okay, so these are specifically the students who were targeting to go to the United States of America. So let me just share. Okay, share and let me just congratulate them real quick, guys. Okay, so Tara Rojas Reyes, nurse from Davao City. Listening is 9, reading is 8.0, writing is 8.0, speaking is 8.0. Congratulations, Tara. Tara is the one who's really good when it comes to arguments, no? Yeah. Okay, Janae. Oh, the twins. Oh my God. So we have Janae Grace Torres, okay, nurse in the UAE. Listening is 8, reading is 8, writing is 7.5, speaking is 7.5. We also have Janet Mercy Torres. Okay, these are twins, okay? She's also a nurse in the UAE. Listening is 8.0, reading is 7.5, writing is 8.0, and speaking is 7.5. Look at the twins, guys. Okay, Mark Lester Campo, nurse in Canada. Reading is 8.0 and speaking is 8.0. Okay, Kelsey Abanilio Monta, nurse in Italy. Speaking is 7.5. We also have Antoinette, my love, thank you so much for the flowers. And Mela too, thank you so much, my love. I am so full. Oh no, they sent me something. What do you call this? It's something that is very heartwarming. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so Antoinette Piadoso, nurse in the United Arab Emirates, speaking is 7.5. We also have Grace Ann Molina, nurse in Qatar, speaking is 7.0. Martha Casares, nurse in Canada, speaking is 7.0. And Johanna Jane Mangoba, medical technologist in the Philippines, speaking 7.0. Now, as promised, I told my students this, I will be launching the new program of Elite Intellect 9 tonight exclusively here at IFNG. I have not launched this somewhere So bear with me because this new program of Elite Intellect 9 is something that Mom Zaya, Mom Tanya, Sir Jello, and I are very proud of because we have new people on board. Okay, so what is the new program of Elite Intellect 9, guys? Okay, it's your turn to pass the examination. I am introducing to you Elite Now. Okay, what is Elite Now? Elite Now is our new program which will help the students prepare better on the IELTS examination. It is a targeted learning experience which aims to help the students not just with the IELTS but with argumentation, grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Now, if you're already an enrolled elite student, don't worry, you're already upgraded automatically to elite now. Okay. So, Sir Joseph, what is targeted learning? When we say targeted learning, what we do here is before you even start your classes with us, you're going to do an assessment with me. Okay. And then I will be assessing your weaknesses. And then we're going to target that. Okay. Because it is always effective when you look at the weaknesses of the student and you try to polish that as much as you can before they even go out to the real world. That is the target of Elite Now. If you're going to see the symbol right there for Elite Now, that is an open mind. I love open-minded people because they are good canvases to prepare on the IELTS exam. So apart from Elite Extra, Elite Ops, Elite Sure Pass, there you go. We also have Elite Now. And I love Elite Now because what's new, Sir Joseph, with Elite Now, apart from it is targeted learning. Okay, if you are a student, if you are a student doubting your skills on the IELTS, okay, Elite Now is for you. Okay, what are the program inclusions? So unlimited review even if your IELTS expires in years, let's say 2 years later, your IELTS expires. So you feel free to join us. Okay, you don't have to pay extra fees anymore. You just have to show. Okay, that tells Sir Jello that you were a student at Elite Now, and then you can join us again. So unlimited speaking and writing coaching, which is a part of this one, and online flexible schedules. Okay, when we say online flexible schedules, guys, this is one thing that I always am very proud of with the program because most of our students are in the UAE, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Italy, Canada, USA, right? So they find it quite convenient that we have the recorded platform. Okay, when we say recorded platform, is that the classes that you may have missed, okay, it's going to be recorded. It will be uploaded to the student portal. You can watch it anytime. Okay. And of course, we have computer and mobile delivered mock tests. Of course, you can use your computer and your mobile device to take your mock examination as a training for computer delivered tests. One-on-one argumentation coaching with our resident lawyers. We have 2 lawyers on board. Okay. So the 2 attorneys on board, guys, will be teaching you on how to do argumentation, not just in speaking, but also in writing. So this is something new, right? I wish I could have had this when I was preparing because, hello, an attorney is going to teach me how to argue or how to give a unique argument on the exam on speaking. And apart from that, how can I give an in-depth argument with writing? One-on-one coaching with grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation with Mom Zaya and myself, and of course, speaking coachings with me, live and recorded discussions with free materials and handouts. Plus, if you enroll at Elite Now, you will get a free OET review. It's like 2 in 1. Okay. For those of you students who are still deciding, what should I take, the IELTS or the OET? Okay. Here at Elite Now, automatically, once you enroll, you're qualified to attend our OET review. It's for free. It's included with our package. Oh my God, Sir Joseph, is Elite Now expensive? It's technically not. Okay. You have more clothes, more expensive than this one. So, for this batch, we are accepting 20 students for Elite Now. Just 20. I'm sorry, guys. We cannot extend more than 20 students because if I expand more, we will not have time to focus. Okay. So instead of paying 6,500, we are giving 1,500 discount to our Elite Now enrollees. So IELTS plus OET, unlimited coaching and argumentation coaching for only 4,999. That is lifetime validity. Okay. So Elite Now, if you feel like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be taking the IELTS or the OET, Elite Now is for you. I'm quite weak when it comes to my skills with the IELTS. Elite Now is for you. So, sir, how can I avail Elite Now? Okay, so Sir Jello will be sending the link of Elite Intellect 9 onto the chat box right there. Feel free to message Mom Tanya right there for you to inquire with Elite Now. Okay, and of course, at our Facebook page, we will be sending our link right there so that you can message Ma'am Tanya. Hello, Sir Jeff. Hello, Sir Jeff is watching. And of course, I'm not yet done because I love you guys so much. Be the next USRN. We are now accepting students for our NCLEX batch 21. Enroll now and get a limited review for only for only 7,999, not 25,000 pesos. Okay, we are actually encouraging our students to join the batch 21 because we're going to be giving in a bonus for our NCLEX program. As a way to thank our frontliners, enroll at our NCLEX review batch 21 and get a free Ielts review. Yeah. When you enroll at our NCLEX review, which is 7,999, you will get the NCLEX review plus the Ielts review in one course. Sana may ganun palagi, di ba? So this is one thing. We have limited slots for this one. So if you guys would want to inquire for Elite Now or our NCLEX plus IELTS program, please send a message to Mom Tanya right now. She will be waiting for you at our Facebook page or simply search Elite Intellect 9, okay, on Facebook. Okay, so yeah, the link of Elite Intellect 9 is here at our chat box for what do you call this for? The Zoom meeting, and of course, the link of Elite Intellect 9 and WhatsApp number is also here at our Facebook. Grabe naman yan, Elite. Yes, because I am so thankful with our frontliners. Literally, like I am for the idea of supporting the students, okay? The students who would really want to get a better life to go to another country because I feel for the nurses. You have to remember, Mama is a nurse too. Okay, and if only I can bargain this, right? If I can help you guys achieve that goal, I will be doing it. Okay, so this is the promo of Elite Intellect 9. So please feel free to send a message to Mom Tanya right now. Just tell her if that's Elite Now or the NCLEX package for Elite Intellect plus IELTS. Okay, sir, could I enroll my wife for the NCLEX but utilize the IELTS for myself? Already passed NCLEX 3 years ago. Thanks. Okay, Jill Patrick Columbres, please send a message to Ma'am Tanya. She can actually answer that. Okay, Venus, yes, you can send a message to Ma'am Tanya. Mama Dragon, in Elite Now program, do you assess students if it is best for them to take IELTS or OET? Yes. Actually. Actually, even the OET students knows this. Even the OET students know this that I actually tell them, I think it would be better for you to take the IELTS kasi you're having difficulties with reading. Yung mga ganyan, no? I do actually assess the students, okay? So yeah, Sir Sir Jeff, sana all. Bakit walang ganyan nung time ko? O din Sir Jeff, no? So yeah, guys, feel free to send a message to Ma'am Tanya right there on our Facebook page. That is right here on the chat box before we move on to the task 2. Thank you guys so much. And Mama will see you in class very soon. Oh my God, batch 21 na ng NCLEX. Parang kailan lang. Nakakaiyak naman kayo. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at the writing task 2. Okay, let's take a look at the writing task 2, guys. When we say writing task 2, what I would want you to remember and never forget is this is the task which weighs more. Okay, this weighs more. For Elite Now, is it one-on-one coaching? Yes, my love. We have a question on Facebook. Yes, it is actually one-on-one coaching. All right, for Legru Imbo, is it unlimited NCLEX and IELTS review, Mama D? Yes, my love. All of our promos, whether that's NCLEX or IELTS, that is unlimited. Some students tend to ask this, sir, what if my batch for NCLEX already finished and I feel like I still want to learn more with pharmacological nursing? Can I still attend the next batch? Yes, it's unlimited. Okay, it's unlimited, guys. Okay, so please do avail this one because once the NCLEX batch starts, we are no longer what do you call this, accepting students para hindi kayo nadidistract. Okay? Thank you guys so much. So I'm working in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. I would like to apply as a Canadian nurse. What exam will I take? Is there a Canadian RN exam as well? Okay. I think, guys, for Canada, they would need to study. Yeah, they will need to study the nursing program in Canada and then you're going to be taking the examinations there. Okay? But you would need to take the IELTS academic for you to get there, for you to study as a nurse in Canada. There you go, Claire Basalong Salme. Okay, so Let's take a look. So even if you accept 20 students, coaching will be one-on-one. So yes, yes, my love. Coaching are always one-on-one with Mom Zaya and myself. Okay? All right. Mama D, I'm curious. Bakit po Mama D? May not Mommy D. Alam mo kaya miss na miss ko tong si Sir Jeff. Walay hasol. Mommy D. Ay, Diyos ko. Sige na nga. Mommy D na nga lang. Okay. All right. So, Sir Jello, I think we have an inquiry on Ma'am Zaya. Will you please send the link of Elite Intellect on Facebook? Okay, just the link of Elite Intellect. All right. Thank you guys so much. Walay hasul, walang kuskus balungos. Kakaloka kayo. Okay. Oh my God, guys, I'm having so much fun. This is now my new Friday night. I remember when we were younger, right? Friday night for us would be drinking, going out with friends. Friday night for me is bonding with my students here. Okay, so writing task two is about structuring. Okay, one thing that I would want you guys to remember is that you would need to structure it technically. Okay, all right. So for Kathleen, Kathy, sir, please help me. I need to take the IELTS 1 month from now. I have a problem with my grammar and comprehension. Are you gonna give some techniques? Yes, yes, Kathleen. Actually, in the program, we do have one-on-one coachings for grammar, pronunciation. Okay, it's speaking and delivery. It's included in the program of the IELTS for elite now, or okay, or even if you go for what do you call this, the even if you go for the NCLEX. Okay, so thank you guys so much. All right, don't miss the opportunity. Yes, guys, don't miss the opportunity. It is something that is what I call this. It's a sabi nga nila, ako daw ang pinakamurang NCLEX review center dito sa Pilipinas. Pero bakit ko naman mamahalan kung alam naman natin na mas makakatulong pa tayo for the people, right? Okay, so argumentations and supplementation are empirical. Okay, when we say they are empirical, that is, they are pretty much important. Okay, when we say important, you would need to look at your arguments properly and supplement that and expand that and give your direct input on that one. Now, arrange your details properly and state a stand if you must. Okay? If the format expects for you to state a stand, then you better be stating a stand in as much. Okay, sir? What are the types of writing task 2 essays? Here they are, all of them. The family is complete. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Do you agree or disagree? That's the first one. Is it asking you to go for and against an idea? Yes, technically it is. Okay. I love the idea of elite now. Yes, thank you so much, my love. Okay. Positive or negative development. Okay, there you go. Advantage outweigh. Okay, so positive or negative development, guys, you would need to just look or state if it is something that is commendable or not commendable for you. Okay, is that development something that would be helpful for the people or not? And for advantage outweigh type, guys, when we say advantage outweigh, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Okay, and to what extent do you agree or disagree? From the word itself, to what extent? How much? Okay, do you agree or disagree about something? Are you totally for it? Are you somehow for it? Or are you 30-70 about it? Somehow and for the most part about it. Okay, that is advantage. To what extent? Now, for discuss both views and give your opinion, you have to know that there is an independent opinion paragraph for this one. Okay, the worst thing that the students do when it comes to discuss both views is they forget the most important instruction, which is give your opinion. So there is an independent opinion paragraph for discuss both views. Okay. What else? The two-pronged questions. Okay. Two-pronged questions. These are the open-ended types. When you say two-pronged questions, there are two direct questions that you would need to answer. Let's say, what is the cause of? What's the effect of? What is the problem brought about by? What is the solution for this one? What is the advantage of? What is the disadvantage of? There you go. So those are our two-pronged types. Okay. I think we have a question here. Okay. I will take the IELTS exam general training test on Riyadh by August 27. Could you give me more some tips in writing and speaking? Okay, clear. So yeah, here on writing, we're already delineating the techniques that you could do. For speaking, what I would want you guys to remember is that you just have to talk, not think. Okay? Talk, not think. I told my students this afternoon. For those of you guys who has attended my classes at Elite IELTS Specialist this afternoon, right? some people ask me, Sir Joseph, what is your secret? Why is it that when we ask you a question, it's like you're not thinking at all? Because I don't want you guys to think too much. Okay? Once you start overthinking your answers, that's the time that you're going to screw up on the test. Okay? You're going to overthink, you're going to doubt your capacity, you're going to doubt your answer. So instead of thinking too much, okay, you just have to think in a proactive way and deliver on the speaking exam. That's one thing that I always tell my students. Okay. Alrighty. So next one. Let's take a look at the template on how to make an introduction. Okay. The good news about the IELTS is you can have a template for it. Okay. So what's the template? I want you to present a general statement about the topic. Okay. When you say general statement about the topic, your first sentence is a general statement about the topic itself. Let's say the topic is about education, right? Education has changed significantly due to the fact that there is a pandemic. Okay, that's a general topic right there. And then you present the subtopics. What are the subtopics again? Based on my discussion last Friday here at IFNG, it is based on the views of others, right? Some people think, others believe, there you go, that those are the subtopics. And if it is applicable, I want you to state your stand. Okay? But not all essays have stands. I can guarantee you that. Okay? What else? And then your thesis sentence. A thesis sentence is an outline sentence. It will give a direct idea on what you shall present at the body of your work. Let's say you're about to present explanations and examples, right? So, justifiable facts and precedents shall be elicited on the ensuing paragraphs. Again, justifiable facts and precedents shall be elicited on the ensuing paragraphs. There you go. That is what I call the thesis sentence. Okay, so you can do that too. Alrighty, so what's next, guys? Okay, you would also need to state your argument. Okay, for the bodies, you would need to state your argument. Okay, and then expand the argument. After that, you're going to give a supporting detail, which is usually an example, and then the result. Okay, or an outcome based on your argument. Let's say this is instant. I am so sorry if I'm going to be shaky with this one. Okay, so let's say that you're about to say that the advantage of going to another country to study is experience diversity. Okay? Argument. Diversity is one of the key factors that people encounter when they go abroad to amass erudition. Expansion. In as much as when they are learning abroad, they are exposed to different races and cultures, and they get to encounter and they get the first-hand encounter of these different types of situations. Details. On the accounts of studies before, students who has had exposure to different types of diverse backgrounds tend to become, okay, more culturally aware and accepting with inclusivity. Result, what's an outcome if the students are diverse? As a corollary, the students become globally competent wherever they go and whatever country or location they live at. Mm, in pala. So look at that, right? When you are stating, okay? So for Karen V, is there is there paraphrasing needed on the introduction? Yes, Karen. You would need to paraphrase the introduction significantly. The way that I do the introduction is something like this one. Okay, so instead of saying I agree, okay, I'm going to say I concur with the idea. Instead of saying I disagree, you can say that I do not coincide with the idea. There you go. Instead of saying it is a positive development, I say it is a commendable progression. There you go. Or instead of saying it is a negative development, it is an inimical amelioration. There you go. So you would need to paraphrase it significantly too. Okay? Alrighty. So moving on, guys. Let's take a look at the conclusion. Okay? Do not start with in conclusion. Please. Okay, please. There are a lot of words that you can use apart from in conclusion. You can say as an inference. There you go. You can say to recapitulate, by and large. There you go. You can also say as a denouement, to take all things into account. instead of just saying in conclusion. Okay, Sir Joseph, why do you not like in conclusion? Because it has been used and raped and abused for years on the IELTS exam. Okay, so if you can actually challenge yourself to change your wordings, why not, my love? Why not do it? Okay, okay, so you can replace it with as an inference. Okay, that's the safest one. All right, what else? Generalize your arguments. Okay, so let's say you're going to be looking at the arguments that you have given, and to generalize that, you would need to summarize it into words. Okay, let's say your first argument is as an inference, this essay has presented diversity. There you go. Cultural inclusivity and advancement as the meritorious features of going to another country to amass erudition. Hence, explaining why I concur with the idea. When you say why I concur with the idea, why I agree with the idea, so what I did there is I restated the stand. Okay, so there are formats with which there are stands that you would need to restate on this part and make an attention step. Okay, what's an attention step, Sir Joseph? Attention step, guys, is that when you say attention step, it is going to be focusing on a directive outcome, a prediction. Okay, it could also be a recommendation. You can give a recommendation here. You can give a memorable line, something that is logical, or you can give a direct outcome. There you go. These are the attention steps. Okay, you can say it is better recommended. It can be foreseen at the end of the day. There you go, right? These are the attention steps that we actually do. Um, we do actually recommend our students to do on the IELTS examination. Okay? All right. Oh my God, students are really listening to me. Aren't you tired of listening to my blabber mouth? Okay. All right, hold on, guys. I think I have a message from Tanya. Okay, so moving on. All right, remember, an organized response will make or break your exam. Okay, when we say make or break your exam, it could actually fix it for you or it could destroy it for you. That's basically it. So you would need to organize your response, chunk it into paragraphs. Okay, introduction, body one, body two, body three, conclusion. And these, guys, these for writing task two are pretty short paragraphs, not this long. Okay, don't give your examiner this long of a paragraph. Okay, they will loathe you for it. Okay, what else? Chunk your answers properly on the test. When I say chunk your answers, you need to leave spaces after every paragraph. Okay, and then do not write 300 words for task one and 500 words for task two. My God. Do not give them 300 words for task one because you just need to give them precise answers for this one. And for task two, when you're reaching 500 words, my love, you're beating around the bush. You might be repeating information that you have otherwise mentioned. Okay, so don't do it. And of course, write legibly on the test, especially if you're going to be taking the paper-based IELTS. That's basically it. Okay, now for the most important lesson for tonight. Okay, you know me, you know your mama. I love ending it. Okay, for those of you who are listening and would want and are inquiring right now, yes, you may inquire after our program, or yeah, you can send a message to Mom Tanya later on. Okay, so most important lesson, guys, is to delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desire of your heart. Yeah, you have to always be delighted with the Lord in your life. Okay, because the worst thing that could happen is when the soul of a person dies because they do not have the Lord in their life, in their heart, in their mind, and inside them. So you should delight yourself to the Lord, okay? And He will give you the desires of your heart. It's the similar to seek first the kingdom of God, and all of these things shall be added to you. Okay, that's one thing that I would want you guys to remember. This is at Psalms 37, verse 4. Okay, all right. So quickly, guys, let's pray for you, all of you guys who have attended our lesson. Okay, so for Crystal Lee Morales, Mama D, until when is the promo for Elite now? Usually until we fill in the 20 students slot. Okay, so guys, if you would want to take the Elite Now course, usually we do fill it up to 20 student slot. But if you want to reserve your slot, you can send a message to Ma'am Tanya. Mapagbigay naman ng Ma'am Tanya nyo. Sabihin nyo lang, Ma'am, pa-reserve muna ako ha. Mga Tuesday pa. Okay, go. Sabihin lang sa'yo ni Ma'am Tanya. Okay? Alright, so guys, let's do pray for you guys who are here tonight. Okay, and the admins of IFNG as well. Heavenly Father, we'd like to thank you, Lord God, for another wonderful opportunity to help the students on the IELTS preparation, Lord. Thank you. And we are also able to share your word, God. Father, you know that these students are here preparing for their IELTS examination because they would need it in their life. They would need it for them to become somebody that you have envisioned them to become. All right. So, Lord, please help them and give them the desires of their heart. And please bless the IFNG admins, Sir Jeffrey, Sir Marvin, Mom Gladys, and each and everyone who are helping these students, guys. Students, Lord. And Lord, please give them the will of their hearts based on their own understanding and based on their own glory. Lord, let them weigh. Let them become ways for your name to be glorified, and let them become ways for others to be blessed. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, guys. So, enrolled na po, sabi ni Marilyn Quizon. Uy, welcome guys. For my new students, welcome. See you in class. Okay, I'm excited to have you at Elite Intellect. So guys, if you're going to direct your attention to the chat box right there, that's the page of Elite Intellect 9, and also at Facebook. Sir Jello, please paste it on the Facebook live video so that you guys can send a message to Mom Tanya too. Okay, so guys, let's proceed to our Q&A portion. Questions.
Question, guys. Oh, from Claire. May I know the schedule for the lessons since my time in Riyadh is different from the Philippines?
Okay, thank you, Mom Gladys, for that. Yes, the lessons here at Elite Intellect 9 are actually pretty flexible in a way that it is convenient. It's not like madaling araw. No, it's not like 4 a.m. in Riyadh. Okay, sometimes it's 9 a.m. in Riyadh, our classes. And of course, if you missed that class, okay, do not worry because you can just rewatch our live discussion like this one. It will be uploaded at the Elite platform. Okay, once you become an Elite student, we're going to be giving you an access to the platform and you will see all of the recorded videos there so that when you do not have the time to review, okay, you can just feel free to rewatch it every time that you're available. And the coaching, guys, some of you are what I call this asking for the coaching schedule. Actually, Ma'am Zaya and I coach based on your most convenient schedule. Okay? So if you are available at let's say 11 p.m. Philippines time, 12 midnight Philippines time, actually I do coach up to 3 a.m. I'm not joking. Sometimes Sir Jeff and I are messaging and I'm still awake at 3 o'clock in the morning because of course the students need that because let's say the student just got out of duty. Okay, and UAE, so that's 11 p.m. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So I'm still awake at 3 o'clock coaching. Okay, so don't you worry, guys. We do promise flexible schedule and convenient schedule for each and every one. Okay, questions. Oh, isn't it for US visa screening po, I need to take the academic IELTS? Yes, Marilyn. You would need to take the academic IELTS for US visa screening and you would need to get a score of no less than 6.5 or 6.0, guys. And then no less than 7.0 for your speaking. Okay? Alrighty. But of course, you can aim for an all 7 or more than that. No, mga 8.0 tayo dyan. Okay, impressive, Ann Galvez. Thank you so much. Okay, how to book coaching, mama? Oh, just send a message to Sir Jello. Huwag nga lang kayo mabibigla kasi ang Sir Jello nyo, bigla-bigla kayong ini-schedule. Message mo kayo, bukas may schedule ka na. Sige ka. Okay, guys. Alright, okay. So, ano pong advantage kapag official IFNG member ka? And paano po maging member? Very good question, guys. Okay? So, Ma'am Gladys, okay, let me try to answer this. Kerry, okay. So guys, for IFNG, okay, please like this Facebook page, okay? And you can join. You can join the group chat of IFNG because IFNG has live classes like this one every single day, okay, from different institutions, okay, which can help you with our specialization. And apart from that, we also have Mandy and we also have the other foreign speakers who assess the students, okay, at IFNG. Apart from the goal of helping the students prepare properly on the exam is for us to find camaraderie and unity with your preparation. So if you want to join, okay, if you want to join IFNG, like the page where you are at right now, which is IELTS Filipino Nurses Group. Okay, and then you may join their group chats. Okay, you may join their group chats. They're already at batches right there, guys, and you can talk and meet other students as well who are preparing for their examination, who are at the same journey as you are. We remember during the time that there is a time of scarcity, IFNG, Sir Jeff started this, what do you call this? Pretty simple, right? At IFNG, and now they are helping more students, and we are happy for you guys because you guys are lucky that you already have this opportunity right now. Before, we don't even have Zoom, believe me. We are asking Mom Kenjel, Mom Ken, di ba? Mom Gladys at
those
that time.
those who are subscribed, we're just asking for their links so that we can do practice.
Yeah, yeah, we were asking Mom Ken, are you available? We don't have Zoom, and now, guys, you are pretty much blessed because IFNG is here to help you. And of course, we have IFNG exclusive discounts. Yung 1.5 na tatanggal na yan, sa IFNG lang namin yan ino-offer, guys. Okay? Okay, question from Riza. Do you teach daily po sa Elite Tuesdays to Saturdays, my love? But coaching is from Mondays to Saturdays. Okay, questions more?
From Claire, Mama Gone, how many months po ang review? And is there a mock test as well?
Okay, thank you so
Mock
much. That's a
test.
very good question. Yes, mock test. Isulit ko yan. No? So here at Elite, guys, no, I always encourage my students to base the length of their review on their own development. I don't rush them. I don't tell them na, this month mag-take ka na ha kasi darating na yung bagong batch ko. No. If you feel like you're not yet ready, feel free to extend, okay, as much as you would want until you are prepared. Now, for the mock exam, yes, we do have the computer delivered mock for listening, reading, writing, and of course, for speaking, we have the video call coaching like this one with Mom Zaya, myself, Martha, and of course, the two attorneys that will be teaching you for argumentation. Okay.
Nice. Any more questions, guys? Feel free to ask. It's free. It's free. Everything you
Yeah,
see
it's
here
free to
is
ask
free.
questions here.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, everything in IFNG is free, guys. Okay? One thing
Yes.
that I would want you guys to remember, look at the schedule of IFNG, okay? Mondays through Saturdays, there are institutions here who will be helping you on your preparation. Attend. Okay, watch, learn. Okay, at the end of the day, us institutions, we agree about one thing. We care about you. We care about you passing the examination. Okay?
Exactly. Ooh. Any more
It's no longer
questions?
vibration.
The vibrating implants.
The vibrating implants, my God. I wish I could have placed it somewhere. Okay. How do you gauge that we are ready to challenge the exam? And Galvez,
Oh.
very good question. Here at Elite, we do have the matrix, as we would like to call, okay, with which Mom Zaya and I and Mom Tanya are recording the scores of the students during the speaking coaching and during the writing assessments, yung mga ganyan. And of course, they do have the record. We also see the scores that they get from the computer delivered test. And then once you ask us if you are ready to take the test, we are going to be telling you if you are or really you are not. Okay? Kasi dito we don't tell the students, okay, take it, and then we know that you're going to fail. No, that's a waste of effort and energy. And Galvez. Alrighty.
Okay, another question from Maggie. Mama D with hearts. The 7999 package po. How are we conduct the review for NCLEX? One-on-one din po ba?
Okay, Maggie, Sophie. Okay, so for the NCLEX, this is a batch review. Okay, so for this batch, I think Ma'am Tanya will be accepting 20 students too. So the 20 students we're going to be having, oh, this is a very convenient schedule, especially for those of you guys in the UAE and KSA. Kasi ang schedule ng NCLEX natin, guys, is we have a schedule at 9 p.m. onwards, Philippines time. So that's like what time in the UAE, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So here, guys, we're going to be doing a discussion by batch and by group. Okay. And then after that, we're going to be doing the one-on-one mentoring. Okay. When we say one-on-one mentoring, I will be sitting right there. Ma'am Pauline will be sitting with you. She is top 4 in the nursing board exam, and she is also a USRN like myself. She'll be sitting with you. I will be sitting with you. And then all of those things that you have confusion, we're going to be spending an hour with you just answering your confusions. Usually what we encounter, these are the nursing charts, no? Nursing charts, the numbers, the magic numbers of NCLEX dyan. So one-on-one natin yan, itinuturo sa mga estudyante. Also, like the IELTS, we do have the recorded platform too, so that if you miss your class, you can just feel free to watch it right there at the recorded platform right there. And we call it NCLEX Swift. When we say NCLEX Swift, I don't believe in spending 6 hours just lecturing about something. Tapos wala nang nare-retain ng estudyante. We base it on targeted retention. So if every NCLEX lecture will just last for an hour to 2 hours, okay? For 4 times, 3 to 4 times a week for you to retain more rather than 8 oras ako nagsasalita dito tapos wala ka nang naiintindihan para kang zombie. Okay, that is for the NCLEX. Okay. Uh-huh.
I think this from Marilyn. I am scheduled to take the IELTS po on October 9 here in Riyadh. Do you think it's more than enough for me to prepare or to be ready for the test po?
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so for Marilyn, that's October. So we have August, September, October. That's almost 3 months. Okay, 3 months is more than enough, my love. Okay, 3 months of polishing. Ang tawag namin dito, bugbugan na. Lalo na kapag ka Lalo na kapag ka 1 week before your exam, dito talaga guys, di na makagulapay ang estudyante. When we say gulapay, they can no longer move because Ma'am Zay is going to coach them in the morning and I'm going to be coaching you in the evening. So yeah, I think to answer the question, that would be enough up to October 9 for you to prepare for your IELTS examination. Thank you very much.
All right. As long as you keep on practicing.
Yes, actually. Hoy guys, IFNG has an Anli Zoom breakout room
Yes.
session, Ma'am Glads.
Yes.
Yeah?
We are sending it to our members on our group chats. And also, Elite Talk. Every day, they are sending us the link or sharing the link, and then you can see it on our Facebook page.
Okay, guys. So yeah,
Okay?
you can take
So,
advantage of that. You
mm,
can attend the breakout room sessions for IFNG. That's unlimited. Hello? Di ba?
yeah.
Swerte yung mga bata kayo.
No need to pay, no need to
Yeah.
subscribe.
You need to subscribe for the Zoom because IFNG already has provided it for you. Yeah, and of course, Elite Talk it depends. Okay, if there's a lecture at
It
IFNG,
depends.
we do move Elite Talk
Uh,
para maka-attend yung mga estudyante sa lectures. Okay? All right. More questions, guys?
yes. All right. Any more questions, guys?
Okay, so if we have
Before we,
more
oh, I think
if we
that's
don't have
it.
any more questions, I will be doing my signature love.
Wait,
Yes.
Mama God. Wait, Mama God. I'll just invite them. So, guys, now you've seen how does Elite Talk does their lecture. So, it's up to you if you want to enroll with them and avail their services. Okay, so grab the opportunity while it lasts.
Thank you.
Okay, now, Mama God,
Okay, guys. So thank you
Gora.
so much for attending our discussion here again at IFNG here at Elite Intellect IELTS Specialist PH. In behalf of Sir Jello, Mom Zaya, and Mom Tanya, this is Sir Joseph, your Mama Dragon, sending my love to you from the Philippines. I'll see you again next Friday. Oh, that's not me. That's Auntie Mariam, who will be seeing you again next Friday. We're going to be talking about vocabulary. Okay, so bye guys. Have a
All
great evening,
right.
Mom Gladys,
Thank
Sir
you. Thank you,
Marvin, Sir
everyone. Thank
Jeff.
you, Elite Squad. Bye.
Bye guys.